Before the 19th century, marriage was mostly an economic arrangement. Romanticism was generally associated with mistresses, prostitutes, affairs, and so on. In fact, in England, in the Victorian age, it was considered improper for a husband and wife to show too much affection in public. Coming into the 20th century, a couple of huge things happened. Now, remember, 300 years ago, with the technological revolution, we began to have the liberation movements. We had agrarian society up to that point. Agrarian society is sexist society. Why? Men control means of production. A pregnant woman pushing a plow miscarries. So men started using, basically controlled everything. Hunter-gatherers, there tends to be more egalitarian, masculine and feminine roles, 50-50 goddesses and gods. Relatively rare in agrarian societies, so it happens occasionally like in India. But with technological society, men no longer controlled means of production because women could use machines just like men could. And we start having the liberation movements. No technological society has maintained slavery. It becomes illegal in all of them. We had women's liberation, we had the equal rights movement and so on. So in the 20th century, one thing that happened was women got the vote. I mean, it was obscenely late. I mean, what, 1923? I mean, come on. Come on, America. I mean, geez. But anyway, they got it. And antibiotics came out, miracle drugs. And so the average age shifted from 44 to what, 80? I mean, I'm exaggerating to make a point. We had an extra adult lifetime. Also, with these equal rights, we began to have relationships where both people had equal power on every level. No fault divorce. She owns half my business. Okay? You know, we own this community property. All the laws, you know, the laws don't make, they're egalitarian laws. They were enlightened because they were instead of being driven by conformist sources, they were being driven by egalitarian, pluralistic, more green sources. And so we had these relationships all of a sudden now where there's an extra adult lifetime and there's equal power. Now, when one of those relationships works, when people go all the way to the third stage of serving love in the moment, in that relationship where it has more channels, more conditional love than any other relationship, but more channels of intimacy possible, and every channel is honored and utilized by that couple, there are states of intimate engagement, states of erotic passion, states of love that are just unmatched in any other relationship. That's the promise of a monogamy. And that promise delivers. But we have to grow to third stage relationships to do it. And part of that is we need to know when to activate our masculine, when to activate our feminine, and surrender to it. Okay? Make sense?